So guys, today I will discuss about mastoidectomy. Mastoidectomy is a surgery which is basically used in chronic suppurative otitis media or chronic otitis media, unsafe type of CSOM, that is aticoantral CSOM, in which we have to do the mastoidectomy. So mastoidectomy is also known as the mastoid exploration. So when we have to do this mastoidectomy surgery, when I will find there is a intracranial complications. The intracranial complications like nausea, vomiting, and facial weakness, vertigo. When these type of intracranial complications are occurring due to the persistent presence of the cholesteatoma and chronic bone erosion, leading to the sensory neural type of hearing loss associated with nausea, vomiting, facial weakness, and vertigo as an intracranial complications. So we have to treat the intracranial complications firstly by medicine, then to remove the cholesteatoma which is present in the mastoid ear cells and the middle ear cavity. We have to do the mastoidectomy or the mastoid exploration. So mastoidectomy, my main aim is to make the ear of the patient dry and to improve his hearing. So mastoidectomy are of two types: intact canal wall and canal down mastoidectomy. So in intact canal wall there is a, what is this canal? The canal is basically the posterior wall of the middle ear. The canal is the posterior wall of the middle ear. So we have to remove the diseases from the mastoid and the middle ear cavity. We have to remove the disease from the mastoid and the middle ear cavity. So in the intercanal wall, opening is made in the canal wall, that is the common wall. What is the common wall? The common wall is the wall, that is the posterior wall of the middle ear and as well as the mastoid. This common wall should be removed totally in the intact canal wall procedure. But in the canal down mastoidectomy, we have to totally remove the common wall. Here we are doing a opening, but here we have to totally remove the canal wall. This can be radical mastoidectomy or modified radical mastoidectomy. So the microscope used of focal length 250 millimeter, and the intercannular. Now coming to the intercannular procedure, it is also known as posterior tympanotomy approach. So first you have to give a posterior auricular incision, and it is known as Wiley's incision. Then we have to go to the Massillon's triangle. Okay. Then drilling is done by the drill bar, sharp diamond drill bar, and the drill the mastoid ear cells. All the mastoid ear cells which are pus filled are totally removed. Irrigation is made, as well as homeostasis by the bipolar cautery. Now in the posterior this is the common step, but in the posterior tympanotomy approach, that is intact canal wall, up to this we have done. Then on reaching the mastoid antrum, that is 1.5 centimeter deep to the Massillon's triangle, the antral diseases, the mastoid antral diseases are totally removed. The mastoid antral diseases are removed. Now when we do this intercanal wall, if we see that the disease in the antrum is less and the middle ear cavity is less, then a small opening is made through the facial recess on the posterior tympanic cavity or the middle ear cavity. On the posterior wall, we have to through the facial recess we have to give the a small opening. So sinus tympani will lie medially to the fallopian canal, a vertical part of the fallopian canal, which is the hidden area of the cholesteatoma, the sinus tympani, and all the diseases are removed from the sinus tympani. But here the recurrence of the cholesteatoma is more. Recurrence of the cholesteatoma can be more. So we have to do the canal down procedure, which is much better because here the total common wall is removed. Here eustachian tube is closed. In radical mastoidectomy, the eustachian tube is closed and all the diseases are removed, that is the tympanic, the raw tympanic membranes all are removed, the cholesteatoma is removed totally, the chorda tympani nerve is sacrificed. By lowering the common wall, by lowering the posterior canal wall, we have to spare this chorda tympani nerve because it is a branch of the facial nerve, so we have to spare this. Now posterior part wall or the external auditory canal of the middle ear cavity, posterior wall of the middle ear cavity, all are drilled up to the descending part of the facial nerve. Up to the descending part of the facial nerve we have to drill and totally remove the external, even the posterior wall of the external auditory canal and the middle ear cavity, posterior wall of the middle ear cavity, all are removed up to the descending part of the facial nerve, lowering the facial recess, and then we have to do the meatoplasty. It is a mandatory. Meatoplasty is mandatory in the canal down procedure. Widening the external acoustic meatus, this is known as meatoplasty. Now in modified radical mastoidectomy, we have to do the tympanoplasty also, because if there is any bone erosion or if we have to do any reconstruction, so for that we have to reconstruction of the tympanic membrane or the ossicles, we can do the modified radical mastoidectomy along with the mastoid surgery, so canal down procedure. So this is done nowadays. It is more preferred because it has no complication. Now radical mastoidectomy is indicated in which case? When there is unsafe CSM with dead ear, no good hearing, it is a dead ear, then we have to do the radical mastoidectomy. Radical mastoidectomy is also used when there is a cochlear fistula due to cholesteatoma, promontory cochlear fistula. So promontory cochlear fistula, dead ear, cholesteatoma not removed, unexpected cholesteatoma or unexpected cholesteatoma present in eustachian tube or petrous apex. So in this case we have to, these are the indications of radical mastoidectomy. So this is all about mastoidectomy or mastoid exploration surgery done in unsafe type of CSOM or atticoantral CSOM.